Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zafra991, but you can call me Jack. And today, we're back in GT Sport. We have an epic race lined up today. We're at Daily Race C in Nürburgring, starting in P5 with a 1:55.909 qualifying time. Not too bad for a Monday, I suppose. I definitely know my weaknesses, so I need to work on that. Just before we get into it, guys, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. Like if you like what you see, dislike if you don't. Notification bell if you'd like to be notified on future uploads. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. So, P5. We're in the Supra, the Toyota Supra, and we're off. So, we got 10 laps here around Nürburgring Grand Prix. In my opinion, my favourite combination is. And that's because I love Group 3 cars, and I also really like this track. So as you see by everyone here, it's all going manic. We already lose a position, but that's fine. I think it's best to stay out of trouble as much as possible, and you're going to see that's kind of going to benefit us. So, won't spoil it, but pretty much just want to keep an eye ahead here. As we see Flo, the Frenchman, unfortunately goes a little wide and then gets... it goes the wrong way, but he actually has a nice fast recovery, and he's just a couple places behind us now, him and the Italian right behind, and really just trying to find my groove. We're starting on mediums, and then we're going to go to softs and aiming for around lap 5. So we're already building up a little bit of a gap here, but this is Monday. In fact, this is Monday afternoon from when I'm recording this, so I'm a little bit new to the circuit still. I've only just realised the colour of my car is the same colour as the AstroTurf. I am the AstroTurf. And yeah, we're pretty much going to just try and stay on the pace with all the drivers ahead. So with this being at the beginning of the week, I've not really got everything down to a T yet, if you know what I mean. In terms of apexes and pretty much just general racecraft. So I'm at 1:55.909. That was after about half an hour of practicing, and that was with this and with the Renault RS. I forgot how it ends there, but it's the RS, maybe RS02. And if you'd like to look at this livery here, this is one I made. Let me know your thoughts on it. We went for a nice mint green colour for this, because this combination is mint, so therefore I decided to go mint. And obviously on the back there you can see my name tag. Yep, there you go. Boom. Got to show it off, you know. Loving the camera work on this game. This is just outstanding. I can't wait to see Gran Turismo 7 when that comes out. But that's going to be a good looking one. So anyway, we're side by side with Flo here, and it actually gives me a lot of space to work with. I actually didn't expect it to actually go quite wide, but luckily I do keep the position, and we're just going to keep on going now. Lap 2. He does have the inside here, and I don't feel there's much point in fighting this one too much, so we're just going to let him go. Contactless as well. Just for context, me and this Frenchman haven't raced together before, but we do work quite well together in terms of just general giving each other space and being quite carefree, or careful even. Unlike Groovy Grandad over here, kind of just shimmies his way in, which I think was a little bit rude. I think that was a bit forceful, but you know, that's right. We're gonna let it slide, because pretty much as you see behind, we had loads of penalties there. So we don't want to be caught in those penalties, because that's instantly going to slow us right down. So, Groovy Grandad in the RCZ, the Peugeot, and Flo in the WRX, the Subaru. So we've got different cars here, so we can really see how this kind of comes into play later on in the track. Me and the Toyota, which I really like. I'm kind of new to it, as you can see by my mileage at the bottom. I've pretty much only done this one race, plus practicing. But I did a race before this in the Beetle, but that was a bit of a failure. But this one I've spent a lot of time practicing, so I kind of got an idea of what I'm doing. And hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have a bit more of an idea anyway. So what I'm hoping for is that the drivers up ahead can start battling, and that way we can start gaining some time. But luckily, between myself and the Italians behind, we've got a 1.6 second gap, which is fantastic. That is what I need. when there's no pressure from behind, I feel like I can hit my braking points a little easier, and I just kind of focus more on my driving. So Groovy Grandad makes the move on Flow here. So we found him ahead. And we're settled quite nicely into P6 at the moment, but definitely still thirsty for more. So we're going to just keep trying to stick with him here. I don't really know how far I can push the apex, as you can see. So I was kind of just on that corner there specifically. I'm not too sure where I can push and where I can't. I don't want to get a penalty, so I think I'm playing very conservatively. I do not want to make these mistakes. So moving on. So we're going to just try and hit that breaking point, which is where that kind of watchtower kind of goes right into the right hand side of the screen there. That's probably the only breaking point I feel fairly comfortable with. And this one I'm trying to take flat out. I do it sometimes, but not other times. And again, still the same colour as the AstroTurf, so that's just great. So this is also before Tidgny's weekly race guide comes out. So I always refer to that in terms of my braking points. And up ahead here, we're going to have some interesting action. Let's hop on board the Flow for a second and just see exactly what goes on here. So pretty much, it looks like a little bit of catastrophe there. So if we just maybe dissect that a little bit, it looks like Woman Racer 1 was a little bit all over the place, and therefore it slowed Groovy Grandad down. And from the looks of things, Flow didn't have anywhere to go. Unfortunately, he does pick up a 2-second penalty, so we're going to try and look to get past him, because we don't really want him slowing us down too much now that we've got the edge. So we do make the move stick. He gets the outside here, but luckily, from my own position, I was able to defend this. And this is just some fantastic battling. I feel like I could have pushed this a bit more here, but that's something I need to work on that's something I need to work on a little bit more. So trying to keep it in third gear here to maintain the speed. And you can see up ahead, we're 5 seconds away from second place. Flow's about to serve the penalty, so that 2-second gap, sorry, that half a second gap is now going to go up even to 2.5 second gap briefly. Actually keeps on going, never mind. So again, without the pressure from behind, we can focus on making the moves up ahead. So I really just want to keep my head down here and just try and knuckle down and get some good time. Get some good time on track. My tyres at this point are a little bit worn, but I'm holding off until lap number 5, or the end of lap number 5 even. So I think that's going to benefit me the most, just kind of trying to long out a little bit, but it should give me a slightly better chance at the end. Or in essence anyway, it should do. So we take that fairly okay. It actually looks like P1 has gone into the pits here. So because of that, P1's going to switch from soft tyres, and I believe that's going to go to medium tyres. So we should come out ahead. And it looks like we do. So, moving up into P2, this is fantastic. Not too bad for Monday afternoon here. We're going to skip right to the end of lap 5, because nothing really interesting happens throughout that lap. That's probably one of the best times I've taken that, to be fair. And the pit entry here is a little bit, it's not too difficult, I suppose, but it's just a little bit finicky. But luckily we manage, and we're going to put on these softs, and there you go, amazing pit crew doing their job. Fantastic. The livery looks a bit bare bones right now, but I probably will add to that. So, well, door number 13. So ideally, if we can finish any place above 13, we should be going up in terms of DR points or driver rating. And I'm pretty much slowly getting my way into A class, because that's where I want to be. Or A plus ideally, but I mean, we got to go for A first. And we've been at B for a little bit of time now. I think I've been at B for probably about maybe 2-3 months. or however long it's been. It has been a little bit. So I really want to try and work my way up. And I've been spending a lot more time in my league races lately. So I've been playing the dailies, but not really on this account. It's been more my second account. But this one, my main account, I'm trying to boost this one a little bit. Just trying to pretty much figure out good combos, good racecraft, and see what I can push to help my rank. I know when it was the Tokyo Expressway, I think it was Group 3 as well. That was fantastic. I loved that one. I think I got a couple of wins out of that as well, to be fair. So, of course, we're going to just keep on with it here. And hopefully, obviously, if I can get some more good races, I'll be uploading them as well. So you see here, Woman Racer and that other driver there have a little bit of a fight there, and I accidentally go into the back of Woman Racer. I kind of panicked, so I didn't really know what to do. Got my position all off. Woman Racer goes wide here. And I checked the replay. I didn't see any action between them two before, so I don't know why. But we saw Woman Racer in an incident earlier, so maybe best to avoid Woman Racer for future. I looked in the replay, and pretty much Woman Racer hadn't put on the new tyres at this point as well, as you can see. So just hopping on board here. We're going to see exactly what happens here. So this racer, I don't think their racer did anything wrong. But either way, not long after that, Woman Racer did end up leaving. So that's fine. One less headache, I suppose. So again, there's like a lot of carnage, a lot of action, and luckily we're pretty much avoiding the majority of it, really. So we found ourselves behind Groovy Grandad here, and behind us is Flo. So we're pretty much kind of, you know, we are settling down a little bit now. The race kind of, you know, only a couple laps left to go. And I believe one of the racers up ahead, I think it's P1, hasn't pitted yet. So we should, in essence, have another position. It looks like that rider that was actually involved with Woman Racer goes off track then. It looks like there's a little bit of a bump here. I don't know exactly what's happened. Yeah, it looks in the replay and I didn't really see much happening there, so I think my view was the best one there. But we're going to actually benefit and get P4 out of this, so happy days. So we've nearly got a podium on offer here. But just having a close look at the mini-map there in the top right. Looks like P1 has actually got a massive distance here, and on our screen it's saying 10 seconds in Delta. So, because of the 24-second roughly pit loss, we should be gaining that position. And just another look here at the fancy camera work here. I think this is just utterly fantastic. Let me know if you prefer seeing it from this kind of perspective, or a little bit of both. I quite like mixing it between the two at the moment, but we'll have to see if I can continue that. I think for the dailies it'll be a lot easier than in the league races. So here we go, lap 8. Flo is 0.7 seconds behind us here. So the WRX, I wasn't too sure, I didn't see this on the leaderboards, at least at the time anyway. However, Flo's gaining a lot of time on me here, and I know my lines aren't the best, but I think we do have a fairly capable lap. But you see here, Flo's actually catching up massively, and on the mini-map we can really see, I can feel his presence. So you see how close we're getting here. We are in podium at the moment, we're on P3. But with the time that Flo has gained, and now in the slipstream as well, I'm pretty much trying to decide, should I defend, should I go aggressive? So we're kind of going to stick a little bit in the middle here, but actually then move over. I figure it's safest to let Flo go here, and look at that, contactless, that was just beautiful there. I figured it wasn't worth the risk. If I just let him go, can avoid death, and maybe, you know, cut our losses, and, you know, might be able to catch up. It is always possible. And racing with Flo has been really fun as well. I did quite enjoy this race. Only race I have had with Flo at the moment. But who knows, maybe we'll both be in A at some point. So we're going to skip anyway to the end of lap 10. And I don't know what happened. I just, for some reason, just missed the turning, missed my braking point. So I'm just going to just completely take that the Zafra away, I suppose. And because of that, we're actually going to finish in P4. So that was just stellar. Such a great race. So we've actually gone up a couple positions. If you like what you see, guys, make sure you subscribe if you're new. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, which will probably be a league race. Take care.